Hi, I'm Swarupa Sail, course instructor for Geotechnical Engineering. In this presentation, we will learn about classification of soil. Before solving problem on classification of soil, we will just revise the sizes for gravel, sand, silt and clay. The percentage of soil which is retained above 4.75 mm, and if it is more than 50%, then it is referred to as gravel. And the soil passing through 4.75 mm, which will be more than 50%, and that which is retained on 0.075 mm is referred to as sand. And this sand can be coarse, medium and fine sand. The sand is referred to as coarse sand if the size varies from 2 to 4.75 mm. And it is referred to as medium sand if the size varies from 0.425 to 2 mm. And the sand is referred to as fine sand if the size varies from 0.075 mm to 0.425 mm. The particle size, if it is between 0.002 to 0.075 mm, then it is referred to as silt. And the soil which is having particle size less than 0.002 mm, then it is referred to as clay. If, let us say, in the problem it is mentioned that 0% of the soil passes through 0.002 mm, then that means that the soil doesn't contain any clay particles, but it will have only silt. In this problem, we are asked to classify 4 types of soils which are mentioned over here, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, for which the test results are shown in the table. We need to classify the soil as per IS classification. The percent passing through 4.75 mm, through 0.075 mm and also through 0.002 mm is shown. In the problems which were solved earlier, we had seen that the percent passing through only 4.75 mm and 0.075 mm was given. But in this problem, there is one more tabular column which is added, that is the percentage passing through 0.002 mm is mentioned. With this, we can come to know whether the soil will contain clay or not, because we know that the soil passing through 0.002 mm will be usually of clay. Then the Atterberg limits are mentioned, that is liquid limit and plastic limit. For the first soil, it is 20 and 10. And we can see over here that for second and third soil, the value of liquid limit and plastic limit is not given. Based on these two statements, we will have to classify the second and third soil. For second soil, it is mentioned that it is non-plastic uniformly graded soil, and third soil is non-plastic. So we will find out how to classify the soil based on these two statements. And for the fourth soil, all the data are given which were even mentioned in previous problems. So to begin with, we will classify the first soil. So for the first soil, the value of percent passing through 4.75 is 95, percent passing through 0.075 mm is 93, and percent passing through 0.002 mm is 12. Liquid limit and plastic limit values are given. So we know that the first step while classifying the soil is to check whether the soil is coarse grained or fine grained soil. So to check whether the soil is coarse grained or fine grained soil, we will have to refer to this flow chart, wherein it is mentioned that if 50% or more of the soil is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse grained soil, otherwise it is classified as fine grained soil. Based on the given data, we know that 95% is passing through 4.75 mm sieve. So here in this figure it is shown 95% passing through 4.75 mm sieve. So out of this 95%, 93% passed through 0.075 mm sieve. So 95 minus 93, that means only 2% is retained on 0.075 mm C. So we will have to check this condition. 2% is obviously less than 50%. That means more than 50% is not retained on this 0.075 mm sieve. So hence it cannot be coarse grained soil. So it is fine grained soil. So that is what is mentioned over here. Since more than 50% of the soil is not retained but it passes through 75 micron sieve, hence it can be classified as fine grained soil. So once we know that the soil is fine grained, we need to check whether it is silt, whether it is organic matter or whether it is clay. So before that, we will have to check the second letter of the soil, whether it will be L, I or H. That means whether the soil will have low compressibility, whether the soil will have intermediate compressibility or whether the soil will have high compressibility. So to check that, we are given the value of liquid limit. The value of liquid limit is 20%. So now we will have to move on to this flow chart. We will have to check whether 20% is less than 35 or whether it lies between 35 to 50 or whether it is greater than 50. So here from these three conditions and from the value of liquid limit which is given in the problem, we confirm that 20 is less than 35. So we will have to rule out the other options. That means the soil will not have the second letter as I or H. That means it is not the soil with intermediate compressibility and it is not the soil with high compressibility. Similarly here, we will have to rule out these two options. That means the soil will not have intermediate compressibility and the soil will not have high compressibility. So that means the soil can be either ML or it can be OL or also it can be CL. And we don't know whether it is silt or clay, that we will check out later. So now we confirm that the soil will have low compressibility. So we will have to use second letter as L. And we do not know whether it is silt or whether it is organic matter or whether it is clay. So to find out whether it is silt, organic matter or clay, we will have to determine plasticity index, that is IP for a line and IP for the soil with the given data. IP for the A line is given by the equation 0.73 into liquid limit minus 20. So that is what is the equation which is used over here. 0.73 into liquid limit minus 20 will be equal to 0.73 into liquid limit is 20. So substitute here liquid limit equal to 20 minus 20, with which we will get value of IP as equal to 0. And now we will find out the IP for given soil. IP for given soil can be found out using equation liquid limit minus plastic limit. So what is the liquid limit for the given soil? That is 20. And what is plastic limit for the given soil? That is 10. So 20 minus 10 will be equal to 10. That means IP for the given soil is greater than IP for A line. So 10% is greater than 0%. So we say that soil falls above A line. So if soil falls above A line, then the first letter to be used is clay, because soil above A line is of clay. So that means the soil can be denoted by CL. That means it is clay with low compressibility. Now we will classify second soil based on the data given. For second soil, the percent passing through 4.75 is mentioned as 98, through 0.075 mm is 8, and there is no percentage of soil passing through 0.002 mm. That means the soil does not have clay, because we know that the particle size less than 0.002 mm will be of clay. And here we can see that liquid limit value is not mentioned, but it is just mentioned that it is non-plastic uniformly graded soil. First step is to find out whether the soil is coarse-grained soil or fine-grained soil. To check whether the soil is coarse-grained or fine-grained, we will have to mount the flowchart and we will have to satisfy this condition. If 50% or more of the soil is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse-grained, or otherwise it is fine-grained soil. In the problem, it is mentioned that 98% of the soil passes through 4.75 mm sieve. So that means 90% is retained on 75 micron sieve. So if more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse-grained soil. So this condition is satisfied. So we confirm that the soil is coarse-grained based on the percentage passing through 4.75 mm sieve and percent passing through 0.075 mm sieve. So that can be even seen from the figure over here. 98% passing through 4.75 mm sieve, out of which 8% passed through 0.075 mm sieve. So if 8% is passed, how much is retained on the 0.075 mm sieve? That will be 98 minus 8. So 90% is retained on 0.075 mm sieve. And as per the flowchart, if more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse-grained soil. So this coarse-grained soil can be either gravel or sand. So in the next step, we will have to check whether the coarse-grained soil is of sand or whether it is of gravel. So that is what is mentioned over here. Step number 2, check if coarse-grained soil is gravel or sand. So to check whether it is gravel or sand, we will have to satisfy the condition. If 50% or more of the coarse fraction is retained on 4.75 mm sieve, then it is gravel, or otherwise it is sand. So we will check out how much percentage is retained on 4.75 mm sieve. In the problem, it is mentioned that 98% is passing through 4.75 mm sieve. So that is what is seen here from the figure. 98% of the soil passes through 4.75 mm sieve. And how much is retained on 4.75? 100 minus 98, that is only 2% is retained on this sieve. So definitely 2% is less than 50%. So this condition is not satisfied. That means since 98% passes through 4.75 mm sieve, it will be of sand. So we confirm that the first letter will be yes. And to find out what will be the second letter for the classification, we will have to check the value of liquid limit. But here in the problem, the value of liquid limit is not mentioned. It is said that the soil is non-plastic. If the soil is non-plastic, we confirm that it is sand based on plasticity index. Plasticity index for the sand is equal to 0 and it is referred to as non-plastic, whereas clay is highly plastic soil. And further, it is mentioned that soil is uniformly graded. So if it is uniformly graded, we know that it is referred to as poorly graded soil. So the second letter will be P. That means sand is poorly graded. So soil can be written as SP. It is poorly graded sand. Now we will classify third soil, for which data is given are percent passing through 4.75 is 93.2, percent passing through 0.075 is 72, and there is no percent passing through 0.002 mm. That means there is no clay content in the soil, as the particle size less than 0.002 mm will be of clay. And here it is mentioned that the soil is non-plastic. The value of liquid limit is not given, but it is mentioned that the soil is non-plastic. To begin with, we will have to check whether the soil is coarse-grained or fine-grained soil. To check whether the soil is coarse-grained or fine-grained, we will have to move on to this flow chart and see whether the soil satisfies this condition. That is, if 50% or more of the soil is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse-grained soil. So from given data, we can see that 93.2% of soil is passing through 4.75 mm sieve. That is what is shown in this figure. Percent passing through 4.75 is 93.2, and out of which 72% has passed through 0.075 mm sieve. So this is what is 0.075 mm sieve, and 72% of the soil has passed through 0.075 mm sieve. So how much is retained on this sieve? That will be 93.2 minus 72, which is equal to 21.2%. So 21.2% is retained on 75 micron sieve. So 21.2 is obviously less than 50%. So percentage retained on the sieve, that is 75 micron sieve, is less than 50%. So hence it cannot be coarse grained soil. So it is fine grained soil. And once we know that the soil is fine grained, we will have to check whether it is of silt, organic matter or clay. Before confirming whether the soil is of silt, clay or organic matter, we will check out the second letter for the soil. That is whether the soil is with low compressibility or whether it is with intermediate compressibility or whether it is of high compressibility. To find out that, here we are not given the value of liquid limit, but it is just mentioned that soil is non-plastic. We know that non-plastic soil is sand. That means plasticity index, that is IP value, will be equal to 0. So based on IP value, the soil can be classified as non-plastic, low, medium or high plastic soil. As in the problem, it is mentioned that the soil is non-plastic. We confirm that soil has got some traces of sand. So that means it contains sand. And also it is the soil with low compressibility as it is non-plastic. So hence we use the second letter, that is L, for the soil. Now we will check whether it is of silt, organic matter or clay. In the problem, it is mentioned that 0% of the soil passes through 0.002 mm. That means since there is no percent passing through 0.002 mm, that is 0%, soil does not contain any clay particles. It will have only silt. So the first letter to be used is M. So we write finally the soil as ML. That means it is the soil with low compressibility and having silt content and also sand in it. Now the next classification, that is we will have to classify the fourth soil which is given in the table, for which the percent passing is given as 96%, which is the percent passing through 4.75 mm sieve. Percent passing through 0.075 mm is 94. Percent passing through 0.002 mm is 24. And here liquid limit value is given, based on which we can confirm whether it is L, I or H. Plastic limit value is also given, and based on these values we will have to classify the soil. The first step is to check whether the soil is coarse grained or fine grained soil. To find out whether the soil is coarse grained or fine grained, we will have to satisfy this condition. That is, if 50% or more of the soil is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is coarse grained soil. Here in the problem, it is mentioned that 96% of the soil passes through 4.75 mm sieve, out of which 94% passes through 0.075 mm sieve. That means retained percentage on 75 micron sieve is 96 minus 94, which is equal to 2%. So 2% is retained on 0.075 mm sieve. So this 2% is obviously less than 50%. So less than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, hence it cannot be coarse grained soil. It is fine grained soil, as more than 50% of the soil passes through 75 micron sieve. So once we confirm that it is fine grained soil, we will have to check whether it is of silt, organic or clay. Before confirming whether it is of silt, organic matter or clay, we will find out what is the second letter, that is whether it is of low compressibility, whether it is of intermediate compressibility or whether it is of high compressibility. For that, we will have to compare the liquid limit value given in the problem with these three conditions. So liquid limit value given in the problem is 40%. So we will have to check whether 40 is less than 35 or whether it lies between 35 to 50 or whether it is greater than 50. So from these three conditions, we confirm that 40 lies between 35 to 50. So the soil can be either Mi, Oi or even it can be of Ci, because 40 lies between 35 to 50. As of now, we have not confirmed whether it is of silt or organic matter or clay. So we do not know whether it is of Mi, Oi or Ci. But from this step, we confirm that the soil is with intermediate compressibility. So second letter to be used is I. Now in this step, we will check out whether it is of silt, organic matter or C. That means we will have to check whether soil falls above A line or whether it falls below A line. So to find out whether soil falls above A line or below A line, we will have to determine IP for A line and IP for the soil based on the given values of liquid limit and plastic limit. To begin with, we will find out what is IP for A line. The equation for finding out IP for A line is 0.73 into liquid limit minus 20. So that is what is written over here. 0.73 into liquid limit given for the soil is 40 minus 20 is equal to 14.6. So this is what is IP of A line. Now we will find out what is IP for the given soil. So IP for the given soil is equal to liquid limit, that is 40 minus plastic limit, that is 18. So 40 minus 18 is equal to 22. So now we will compare these two values. We confirm that 22 is obviously greater than 14.6. That means the soil falls above A line, as 22 is greater than 14.6, which is the IP of this A line. So we know that the soil which is above A line is of clay. So the first letter is C, which means soil is of clay. So finally we classify the soil as Ci. That means the soil is with clay content in it and is having intermediate compressibility. Or even it can be mentioned that it is clay of medium compressibility. Medium means intermediate compressibility. So this is how we can classify fine grained soil based on the liquid limit and plastic limit value given, or based on the statements which are mentioned over here, that is whether it is non-plastic or whether it is uniformly graded or poorly graded and so on. Thank you.